Welcome back to the Basketball Operations Podcast, episode number 6. Episode number 6 is, I was telling you a little earlier today, or like literally right before we started recording. It's like, we're killing this shit. 6 episodes,
Yeah,
we're consistent.
2 more weeks? We're in this for 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months, 2 more weeks. And
Locked in.
Locked in. And once the off season hits, we're gonna be more consistent killing this shit over the off season. Because once the off season hits for the NBA, it's our off season too. We're gonna do again, like we said before, a lot of rebuilds. We're ready for this draft that's gonna happen in 2 weeks.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. It's one of the most loaded draft classes in a while.
The draft's always my favorite time of the year too.
Yeah,
So,
it's like Christmas. It's nice. I love it.
it's like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right. Because when you think about it.
Free agency's Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Because when you think about it, like, this draft class has a lot of, like, late first rounders and second rounders that have an opportunity to be something. And we were watching the draft combine last week, and it was just like, you told me this, you were like, bro, we're actually kind of watching, like, somebody who could have a nice career in the NBA.
Yeah, like, statistically, one of those guys you saw at the combine who might be a late first or a second round guy. They might carve himself out and be nice in the league.
Yeah.
A couple guys in these finals, Middleton.
Yeah, Middleton. And it's weird. Oh, speaking about Middleton, it was funny because yesterday, I think it was, I saw this meme where it's like, wow, the only 2 guys left on the Bucks team that are in these finals were like 60 overalls in 2K, like 14, I believe.
Yeah.
And now they're like the best players on their team. And then there was also this thing, I'm pretty sure you saw it, where apparently Chris Middleton and Giannis hated each other because they were fighting for the minutes. You didn't see it?
I didn't see that.
You didn't see it? So, like, Chris Middleton was like, bro, I hated the dude. Because
I'll look at him.
we were both fighting for minutes.
It's like that meme. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Yeah,
Not me. Yeah.
And it was like they were both fighting for minutes. And, like, he was like, yeah, man, I hated this dude, Giannis. Like, he wasn't nice. I'm better than him for sure. And then, like, now they're together in the finals. It's kind of crazy.
Pretty good story arc, you know.
It's a good story arc, yeah. 60 overalls to now like 99 overalls, basically. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So yeah, to highlight what's going on today for today's segment. Today's going to be a little shorter than usual than what we usually put out because today it's just all about the finals talk. We realized that we need to have one episode dedicated to just finals and only finals, so that way we can understand. And you guys can understand, too, our thoughts, maybe something that you're not seeing that we are. And it'll be a fun day today. It's going to be like, I don't know, maybe like, what, a 30, 45-minute one?
Yeah,
It'll be quick. It'll be quick.
A little appetizer.
Because, yeah, but a little appetizer. Because next week is going to be probably one of our longest, maybe. Because next week is exciting. Because next week is our mock draft.
Oh, yeah.
Our mock draft is going to be very exciting. There's going to be a lot of draft day trades. We're going to go through all 60 picks. All of them.
So my mock draft's about to get me a front office job.
All 60 picks are going to be on our boards. And our maybe like predictions for like draft day trades and like what will most likely happen. Because as we've seen, there's a lot of rumors that like everybody wants the first, everybody wants the second, everybody wants the third. And maybe there's something that happens that we don't know about. Like maybe Cade Cunningham doesn't go first somehow.
I think we're going to see something that's going to shock us. There's going to be something.
There's going to be something like Scotty Barnes ends up being second.
Yeah.
Jalen Suggs drops to 10th maybe. I don't know.
OKC has so many assets. I think they're going to move up.
They're going to move up for sure.
I don't know if they're going to go to the number 1 pick like people are saying, but they definitely have some things that they can move. Maybe get to 2 or 3. Try to get Mobley.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, because there's also, like we saw earlier, about, like, SGA getting moved, too, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense to me either. But we'll see. But that's for next week. Today, it's all about finals, like we said earlier. And 2 days ago, 2 days ago, on Tuesday, we were able to see Game 1, which was a pretty good game.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good game for the second half, and then third quarter, Suns took a sizable lead. The Bucks kind of made a comeback in the fourth, and then it was kind of over. But
yeah, the first half, you know, it was actually pretty good. You know, both teams were in the game, trading buckets. I
yeah,
was like, okay, it's gonna be a pretty evenly matched finals. You know, some people were worried about it, and
Yeah.
then, you know what happened.
the casuals are gonna be
Oh,
like,
don't say the C word. Don't say the C
the
word.
casuals are angry. It's like, oh fuck, I wanna see LeBron. I wanna see LeBron. Where's LeBron?
I saw someone say, they said, no LeBron in these finals really got dudes talking about soccer. I was like, come on, man. Like, really?
The Euros? It's
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
no way you're
come
talking
on,
about the Euros right now in the finals. But yeah, dude, it's like, come on. Yeah, you gotta appreciate the basketball. Like, they were really going back and forth, which I like because it resembles or like their values of like how both of those teams play. Because the Suns like to play with pace, but then also because of Chris Paul, keep pace, and then if they need to slow it down. And then the Bucks obviously were able to see once Giannis gets on the break, then it's pretty much over. And then they like to run and gun, shoot threes, live and die by the three, so it works for them. So yeah, that's what I was seeing. I saw that which I like, because the Bucks usually it's like, for the first game, it's usually almost like a quote unquote feel out game for them,
Yeah.
which is weird.
They always test it out. You know?
Right.
Like, they never come out in game one's like assertive, like how I
No.
want them to, and how they should come out.
Right, but this game was a little different. I really liked how they played in the first half. I really liked how they played. On the offensive end, defensive end, I'll talk about it, but offensive end, they play with pace, which I like. They put any time they gotta stop, they push the ball.
And that's where the Bucks are the best.
Yeah.
Like, once they push the tempo, get in transition, that's where they really run away with games. We saw that with Atlanta.
Which I liked. I was watching it and I liked. I was like, yeah, they're playing with a lot of pace, which is good, because you know, there's some teams that play to the other team's advantage, right? It's like the Suns' game plan was, we're just gonna let the Bucks play with pace. They're not good, but like this time, it's like they're both evenly like playing with pace.
Yeah.
So it's just who can slow down the other. And I feel like once it gets to that point, who slows down the other, I feel like it's a wrap for the Bucks, because the Suns have a lot better half-court sets than the Bucks do. Because the Bucks is like, as we've seen earlier, it's so stagnant, and it's just nobody moves. Hear Chris Middleton fucking do something.
I get angry watching the Bucks in the half court.
Right?
It's like, okay,
it's so.
Giannis dribble handoff, screen. All right, that's not there. All right, go to Middleton. Let's see if you can find something at the elbow. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not there. All right, let's give it to Drew. Pour something up, and then it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's so I don't like to see it. It's almost like us at the park.
Yeah, that's what they need to
We have
run.
We have no shot clock, and we still fucking play so
Yeah.
stagnant. But so yeah, the pace to me in the first quarter was like very fast, which again I liked. In the first quarter, I believe, and a little throughout the second, I saw that the Bucks were switching everything on defense on the pick and roll.
Don't get me started.
Which opened up for like
Don't get me
DeAndre
started.
Ayton, which opened up for
Don't get me
DeAndre
started.
Ayton like post ups, and the Chris Paul Brook Lopez matchup, which
Yeah,
he took advantage of the entire game.
That's what I really wanted to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead. I need your thoughts on that, because I know you were angry once I saw it.
It's like the Bucks never learn, do they?
Right?
They don't learn. Trae Young was torching them when they played the drop coverage and the switch on the pick and roll. They adjusted it, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they fought over screens. This is CP3, guys.
It's different.
CP3. You can't play drop on him because
Mhm.
he's gonna get to his spot on the elbow, hit his little 15-foot midi, which
Mhm.
is automatic. He never misses that.
Mm-hmm.
He only goes right every time.
Yeah.
But it still goes in.
Yeah.
So you're putting Brook Lopez on him. He sees Brook Lopez. Chris Paul circles back out to the three-point line. He's like, everybody get on the baseline.
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
This is me.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Like, Brook Lopez, he gave a lot for the Bucks on offense.
Oh,
Game
yeah.
one,
Yeah, I
you know.
saw.
So
Uh-huh.
he gave him 17, spacing the floor. He was hitting his threes. Which, you know, when Brook Lopez hits his threes.
Yeah. And he was pounding the paint too,
Yeah.
which was nice to see.
But, like, the defense, man. I don't think they could win with Brook on the floor like that.
No.
Unless they change the coverage on the pick and roll and don't switch everything.
That's why he didn't play the fourth.
Yeah, they played him off the court.
Yeah. Which like, I had a feeling was gonna happen once I saw the first quarter, because I was like, if he can't keep up with Chris Paul, at some point they have to go small, because the Suns went small first with I think they had a lineup of Chris, Booker, Jay, Cam, and Mikal at some point. So it's just it's floor spacing, and like at some point, Brook Lopez was gonna get out, was gonna be played off the court.
They tried Bobby Portis.
Yeah. Bobby Portis played pretty well.
Yeah, he was hounding Paul 30 feet or 90 feet, but I mean.
Yeah, Bobby Portis had, let's see, he played 14 minutes, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 boards, 5 points. I mean, it's not much, but like it's a little something, you know. It's something off the bench. Like, it's just the minutes too. Like, fucking Jeff T got fucking 10 minutes.
Hey.
Jeff T got minutes.
Jeff T minutes in the finals. Oh god.
And you know who else we got to see? I was when Dario went down. I was like, no fucking
Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank minutes and finals.
I think that actually Dario getting hurt actually helped the Suns. Because if he didn't, they were just gonna exploit Dario. That was like the guy they were gonna go after.
True.
Now that he's out, they're gonna get some more Torrey Craig.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that.
Kaminsky didn't even get much. But he get like 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, Kaminsky probably got about he got 4 minutes. I mean,
he's not playing.
He's not.
They're just gonna shorten the rotation, get Torrey Craig in there. They're gonna continue to go
Yeah, because Torrey Craig had 16 minutes. It just doesn't make sense because like with that, I'm pretty sure because Monty's too smart to not go back to that lineup 5 where Jay's at the 5 and like Torrey's at the 4, or like they go that 3 ball handler set where it's Chris Paul, Campaign, Booker, and then like any of their shooters that they have here, like Craig at the 5 maybe Kaminsky averages like about like 3 minutes a game. Like he just goes in there in and out, just go grab a rebound. But
do you think Booker is gonna keep it up like the duration of the series? Because I mean, there's been a couple of times these past series where he kind of went cold.
I think it usually happens when he goes back. I mean, when he's on the road for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, like
he was hitting some tough shots. Like that's his game. Like
tough shots is his game. Like there was one play in the beginning where beginning of the game where he like snaked a screen, hop stepped, like a little pump fake, and then went up. I was like, this is a nice move. This is a nice man right here.
There was a play. I think he got PJ Tucker on.
Saw the meme?
Yeah, he was literally Booker was literally floating in the air for like 30 seconds. Literally, he was laying down midair, and he still hit the shot. And PJ Tucker's like you saw the defeat in his eyes. Like, yeah, we lost, bro. Let's try. We'll try on Thursday.
Game 2. Like, it's so tough. Like the shots he makes, and like, cause especially when you play at home, the Suns, especially the Suns crowd, made it seem like okay, Chris Middleton hits a 3, they cut it down to 7. Booker comes back or Mikal hits a 3, and then it feels like the hit. Like they're up like 20 again. Like it almost had this like Golden State Warriors Oracle Arena type feel where like it's still a close game, but every shot they hit feels like 20 more points to their name.
Yeah, I wanted to get into that. So the third quarter, Suns kind of distanced themselves.
Yeah.
They got it up to I think 20 at one point, 18 or 20.
Yeah.
And then the Bucks had a little run in the fourth.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, we got a game. Like I could. I'll pay attention again.
I was excited.
So I think the Bucks got it down to 9, with like 6 or 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
But every single time the Bucks were, closing the gap, it would just be like a timely bucket from the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, if you're not getting stops, you're not gonna come back.
Yeah, because the thing is too is that for the Suns being so young, it's actually still kind of crazy for them to like just show up and like not care. Like Cam Johnson has one of the prettiest jumpers in the league, and obviously like there has been confidence instilled from either Monty or Chris to just be like, if you have an open shot, just take it. Like there was a shot where he caught it where on the corner break, and he caught it right there. He literally just like, I think it was PJ Tucker, he just looked at him, was like, oh, fuck, I'm pull up, He pulls up, fucking hits it in his mouth, and it's just confidence, timely buckets to where like somebody like Jay Crowder, who's their veteran, went 0 of 8 from the field, 0 of 5 from the free throw line. 0 of 5 from 3-point line. Had 9 boards, but had the highest plus minus in the team because defensively he was able to like keep up with. Yeah, I mean, you know, Giannis only played like what 35 minutes, which is not. If he was healthy, he'd play all 48, all 45 maybe. So, but Jay Crowder, anytime he was he was on Giannis most of the time. So he was able to keep up with, like, obviously Giannis is too strong for him, but he was able to keep up with the physicality, and that's where he was able to make his impact because he had 1 fucking point, but plus 19 on the board.
I want to talk about Giannis real quick. You know, for a guy whose knee was in an obtuse angle.
Props, dude. Obtuse angle.
His knee made an obtuse angle a week ago. I don't know how he's out there.
Props, dude.
He looked nice in the first half.
He did.
He looked like himself. He kind of slowed down in the second half. Kind of didn't look, springy.
Mm-hmm.
When he got that block, I'm like, there's no way his knee is fine.
Right.
But, hey.
I gave respect to him when I was watching the game. I was like, this dude looks springy right now. Like,
I don't know what drugs he's on.
He went... Like they lost, right?
Yeah.
But like it wasn't like a horrible.
Well, he was serviceable, but you could tell he kind of wasn't Giannis. Like he still had 19.
Yeah.
He still had 19 and what was it, 18?
What?
Giannis. He had 19 points.
Oh, he had 20. Like I mean, it's the same thing that happened with Joel. You know how Joel had like incredible first halves, and then once the second half hit, it's just that like. It's the halftime. It's the halftime rest. It gets
cold,
to him. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what happens. I'm pretty sure because the thing is that it's always tricky with knees because knees it's like it always has to stay warm. For like I mean that goes for any joints where it's like you have to keep moving because if not then you're not gonna be yourself because obviously he got a lot of treatment before the game, pre-game, moving it around. So that's why he's able to be springy. But like. Respect for that, for going, like you said,
that's true Warrior stuff right there.
Yeah, obtuse angle, going 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 17 rebounds.
He was even jumping for rebounds. Like, if my knee was... if my knee was like his, best believe I'm not jumping.
No, right?
I'm not even walking.
No, right?
But, like, I don't know, the guy's made out of rubber or something.
Yeah.
He is the Greek freak.
Yeah, 17 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals, a block, which is one of the like craziest blocks. 3 turnovers, which for him is pretty low. 3 turnovers is pretty low. But what I hope happens is that I feel like Giannis is smart enough because you know how some players when they get injured, since they can't move at the pace they want to. It allows the game to slow down for them. So I hope that for Giannis, he doesn't get over 5 turnovers at some point. Because I feel like there are a lot of times where he does go a little too fast and he wants to do a little too much. Or he's like too aggressive that he barrels into people's chests and his offensive foul. Because he had 5 personal fouls and 3 of them must have been like 2 or 3 must have been charges for sure.
I like that play where he went into the chest of Aiden.
Oh yeah.
And just dunked it.
That's what he has to do.
I was just like, okay, yeah, and he's gonna get more touches on the baseline,
On the block, yeah.
Work Aiden, I don't think Aiden's gonna keep up with him. Give him a little jab.
What I don't understand too, is that I feel like it's so easy. I've been saying this for the Bucks. I feel like it's so easy, because Brook. Going back to Brook's career, right? He was a paint beast, literally a paint beast, right? He had a mid-range. He had post hooks. What I don't understand is why have not been a set yet where Giannis is in the dunker spot and Brook Lopez on the top of the free throw line. High-low action. Because when the Suns did that at some point, I saw a play where they try to do like this. I think the Bucks try to do this weird 3-2 matchup zone. Cam Johnson just caught from the corner to the free throw line and just dumped it off to DeAndre Ayton. because it was open all day since they switched everything.
Yeah.
So that high-low action needs to happen on the Bucks side. I just don't. I really don't. I feel like it's so easy.
Because the Suns, the only big body they have now with Sarge out is Aiden.
Right. That's what I'm
So,
saying.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Aiden's gonna stick on the Giannis matchup. But if you get that, what is it, high post action,
Yeah.
Lopez, because he has a soft touch.
Right.
So anytime he has his back to the basket, he's dangerous.
So
let
any.
him make the decision.
Yeah, he's
make
a
the
smart
pass or
dude.
Shoot it. But I don't know if they're gonna give him the minutes because of the defensive.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that too, because like
I mean, it'd be smart.
it'd be smart. I just don't get it. Like I feel
Honest
like
Phoenix.
we have to apply for the Bucks coaching positions. I feel like we should just do it. We should just do it. Our resume is just like I know how to do it with Giannis, and that's it.
Well, Budenholzer pretty much has his job on lockdown.
Oh my God, I
Good
don't.
Good for Budenholzer. Oh, you know it had to be said. It's time for Drew Holiday slander.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say,
it's time for
fucking
some
shit
Drew
show.
Holiday slander. He looked nervous.
Fucking. I saw a meme. So the Scooby Doo meme. It was like Eric Bledsoe's face took off the mask and it's Drew
It's
Holiday.
Eric Bledsoe. Yeah. I know. This is my favorite. I saw it on Twitter. First thing I opened. It's like Drew Holiday tonight. It was a picture of Mavericks, Josh Richardson. Yeah. I was
Mavericks,
like,
Josh Richardson.
Like,
Oh my
I think the
God.
guy who posted it got blocked by Jay Rich, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Mavericks, Josh Richardson. That was so funny.
Oh, yeah. Drew, man. 4 of 14.
Yeah.
He did that in 7 and 9, but like,
It's.
I'm telling you, I've never seen a game where all three of them show up.
Yeah, right?
It's either two, and then someone not showing up. It's either Giannis and Drew, and then Middleton's lackluster,
Yeah.
or it's Giannis and Middleton, and Holiday's like,
Fucking shit
whoa,
show.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the nerves.
And it even works now because when our theory works now because when Giannis went down, what did Chris and Drew do? They damn near averaged triple doubles in the last 2 games.
Remember I told you, what if like the Giannis injury kind of helped them?
Yeah, and it did.
I mean,
They both had near triple doubles, and I remember hearing Charles Barkley after that game. He was like, maybe this Giannis injury is the best thing that ever happened, right? Because it allows Drew Holiday. It's the same thing you said, Drew Holiday, to be a little more aggressive and be himself.
he was missing layups though.
But obviously now it's just like it's always 2 out of the 3.
He was a minus 16.
Minus
40
16.
minutes. 0 for 4 from 3. If the Bucks want to win, he needs to pick it up.
It's just I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is because it's like next game. It's like it's more of when you're predicting. You know how like when you're predicting, okay, who's gonna show up? For the Bucks, it's like okay, who's gonna be the fucking letdown? Because the other 2 for sure are gonna are.
Well, Giannis
gonna do something.
starting is always going to give you, at least 20.
Right.
And
Which he did.
At least 13
Flat.
boards.
Yeah. I mean, Chris Middleton played pretty well.
Yeah, 29.
29, 12 of 26 from the field, which is what, 40-something%.
Yeah,
5 of 12 from 3.
40% from 3.
Yeah, so I mean,
no,
it
no
was.
free throws for Chris
Oh
Middleton.
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
There
That's
was
what I was gonna tell
there
you.
was pretty big free throw disparity.
Big, yeah. The Bucks only had 16 free throws, while the Suns had 26.
Yeah, there's a point in the game where the Suns had like 20 and the Bucks had like 6.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's funny. Is it really funny? Because you know how we were talking about Jay Crowder. So so the Suns made all their free throws to the 1 point until Jay Crowder went to the free throw line and fucking ruined it.
that always helps though. Like, it would have been a much closer game, but Phoenix got to the line, made their shots, and sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, and it's so funny too because I was gonna tell you this because I wrote this on my notes because I was gonna tell you this idea of. So, you know how you wanted to have your Miles shit list, like, later on in the year?
Yeah.
So, I was going to have, NBA, see, what do I call it? NBA, like, Twitter or something like that. Like, what's the fucking word? NBA, like, you know how, let me just say it. So, you know how every time there's always a big free throw disparity. It's always the one team that has the less free throws versus the refs. Like, that's what you see on NBA Twitter. So, like, that's what I hate the most. And then it's, like, other things, too. But what do you call it? It's, like, NBA...
What?
See, like NBA is like trends.
Trends? Yeah.
Is it trends? I don't know, but there are some, I guess, quote unquote.
Like what the people are talking about?
Yeah, like
I don't know.
NBA trends, because it always happens. Even in
Yeah.
regular season, it's like one team goes for like 40 free throws, the other team goes for like 15, and it's like the one team that has 15 versus the refs all the time. That's what you see all the time. But I don't understand why people don't understand. It's about you being aggressive. Like, you touching the ball, it's not gonna get you to the free throw line.
There's a couple times where Middleton drove and like he got hit.
I know, but there's always gonna be missed calls. But like, Chris Middleton had zero free throw attempts. Giannis basically had the bulk of them. He took 12, and the Bucks in total took 16.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday only had 2. Brook Lopez only had 2, meaning they only got fouled once. Drew Holiday only got fouled once. That's it.
That's gonna be something to keep an eye on, like how much the Bucks drive and how many free throws they actually get.
Yeah, because Booker had 10 free throws. Chris Paul had 4.
Booker's low-key getting every call though.
But I mean, he knows how to put his body on somebody. Like, that's the thing. It's because like Chris Middleton could get those same calls too, because their gameplay is a little similar, right? It's just it's drive, pull up, mid range. So like he could get the same calls, but like it goes back to like the first punch thing that we talk about with the Bucks all the time. It's like you have to come out with the first punch and be aggressive. You have to come out on a 12-0 run, make sure they call the first time out. Because if not, then you get.
I think the Bucks have lost the game where the other team calls the first time out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's just certain things you kind of have to catch your eye on or put your eye on, because like the thing is with the Bucks as well is like they I don't know what it is. They just don't, I don't know, like to be or want to be aggressive in the first game. It's always feel out game.
I just feel like sometimes they're too.
Is it timid?
So
timid?
Like I don't know what it is. Like they're not always going at 110%. Like sometimes they just coast.
Right.
And, three's not falling. Oh, they'll fall eventually. But instead of going to the paint, it's like, let's just keep jacking them more.
Right.
I mean, they did hit their threes this game.
Yeah,
So that's a positive sign.
Yeah, 45% from 3.
They just didn't hit their free throws.
9
of 16. And when you got the other team going damn near perfect from the line, it's going to be tough to win.
It's always going to be tough, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it was
a 13-point game, but
Mhm.
I feel like it was a lot closer than the score,
Like
shows.
presented itself,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I mean, like, look, it's really like, okay, if once the Bucks cut it down to 7, right? Once they got, or if they got to the free throw line, right? It's, or a little more, like they had obviously you could. 10 free throws is only 5 fouls, right?
Yeah.
So really, you only have to drive to the basket 5 times and get yourself fouled to get 10 free throws. If my math is correct, right? So, I mean, it's really not that hard, because like a lot of the times in finals, in big playoff games, refs referee the game with momentum. They always go towards the momentum side all the time. Out of bounds calls. Close out of bounds calls, close travel calls, close anything calls, they always call momentum. Charge calls, what do they call it? Bang bang plays.
Yeah, like
It's
they're calling
momentum.
loose ball fouls when they weren't calling in the first.
Yeah, it's always momentum. And Phoenix had the momentum because they were driving, they were kicking, they were kicking out to the 3-point line. They were aggressive the whole way through, and it gave them gave them the game, because like it's momentum. They're gonna ref momentum wise. So again, that's why the Bucks need to come out with the first punch, because when they do, especially understanding the refs and how they referee the game, they're gonna count momentum. So that's gonna make sure that the free throw line disparity isn't there anymore, and it's somewhere else. Like, because there's always gonna be somewhere else where like a team is lacking.
Yeah, they're Drew Holiday appearance away from this being like a closer game.
Yeah, like I'm just waiting for the one game. Like, what if we've been waiting this whole time? Somehow the Bucks are in a series clincher. You have Giannis for 40, Chris Middleton with 30, Drew with 30. Like, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I mean they have the potential to do that. It's just, when is it gonna happen?
Yeah, so I have a question for you that I wanted to ask before this is this is over. Who do you think is the X factor in these finals?
The finals?
Yeah.
Like for either team?
For either team. I have my own.
I gotta go Phoenix. It's gonna go Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson?
Or Macau.
Okay.
It's tough though, because they're so good. Well,
They're so good.
I'll go Macau.
I like Macau so much, dude.
Because you got Booker, Aiden, and Paul. But then you got Macau, who... Those extendo arms, man.
Fucking Inspector Gadget
he's
arms.
gonna give you plus defense, and then when he's knocking down his shots.
Yeah. He had 14 points, a rebound and assist, a steal, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 5 of 13 from the field. And the one thing I like about Mikal Bridges, too, is that he can put it on the floor and get his little mid-range. Because I didn't think it'd work, because the one thing about his shot, it's very, like, from the right to the left, back to the right. So, like
a couple motions.
Yeah, it's a couple motions. So it's like one whole circular almost, I think. And that's why when I see him put him on the floor, it kind of gets me kind of nervous because I'm like, how are you gonna get the shot off? It looks weird. But he gets the shot off, and it's like something underrated in his game.
I think then for the Bucks side, probably my X factor is gonna be Bobby Portis.
I was gonna agree with you. Yeah.
Because when Giannis is off the floor, they usually run Bobby at the 4 or 5.
Mhm.
And usually when Bobby Portis is giving you buckets, he's giving you energy, he's giving you momentum.
Yeah.
So I think the entire team feeds off of that.
Mhm.
And then when Bobby Portis gets going to get PJ Tucker going.
Yeah.
It's
Because
like,
Bobby Portis has this like.
This guy said Bobby Portis, he's crazy, man. He said, "Oh, the way I get amped up before games, I pretend somebody slapped my mom." Like,
so I have to go out there and slap him back.
I was like, oh, never heard that one.
That's a pregame. What was Jason Terry's? He sleeps in his opponent's shorts.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, he sleeps in it. That one's funny. So for me, my X factors for the Bucks, I have 3. So right now, I never thought I'd say this, but somebody on a big 3 would be an X factor, but it's Drew Holiday.
Oh yeah.
I believe, because like Drew Holiday hasn't had a game yet with Giannis on the floor that's made you say, besides the Heat series, that has made you say, like, wow.
Man.
With Giannis on the floor.
Yeah, because he had that good game in the closeout against the Hawks.
Right, but, Giannis was on the floor.
Yeah.
So with Giannis on the floor, it's almost like he feels like I don't have to be the guy anymore for some reason. And it's like, let me just get Giannis and Chris's touches. I'll get my assist. I'll score when I need to. But then when when they need him to, he doesn't because he's cold. He doesn't take the shots. Like, he only took...
He took the third most shots on the team. They just weren't falling.
4 for 14.
And he was settling a lot too.
Yeah. Settled. Because, 9 assists, like, for somebody, like, that's supposed to be the play initiator, is supposed to get that many assists.
Is PJ Tucker one of your X factors?
No, I actually have Bryn Forbes.
Okay, so before you get into that, I wanted to bring up the best lineup that I thought Milwaukee had.
Okay, go ahead.
So it was Giannis at the 5, which I think they absolutely need to do more of.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday, Connaughton, Middleton, Forbes.
Yeah.
Like, that was the lineup they used to get back into the game.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe they should look at that a bit more.
I saw it too. It worked. That's why I'm like Bryn Forbes, because it allows Bryn Forbes to get shots up. Because when Bryn Forbes, obviously we saw it in
the Miami series.
The Miami series, and which was the game where he hit like 5 straight?
Miami.
Was Miami? Okay, so
he just went off on Miami.
Yeah. So that Miami, like, you could see his potential, and like we saw. I was a big fan of Forbes when he was on the Spurs. Like, anybody who was in the Popovich system that comes to a good team is always going to provide a good role. So, like, for him, 2 for 4 from 3 is just, like, it's just not enough for what they brought him here.
I think he needs to shoot at least, like, 6+ threes a game.
Yeah, 6+ threes for sure. Like, even if they don't go in, you have to shoot them. In, like, 12 minutes, it's not enough to get that many shots up. So, they need to give him either fucking Jeff Teague's minutes. Jeff Teague should not play 10. He should play like 3.
I don't even think Jeff Teague should play.
Yeah, no. So Bryn Forbes has to take those minutes, and he has to shoot 6+ threes because we've seen the potential when he can get hot. Because then again, spreads the floor.
Yeah.
But again, it's like for any team, it's like once you hit shots, it allows more things to open up. But we'll see. But that starting five,
That's what I saw.
I like that starting five.
That's what I noticed, but it just depends on, can Brent Forbes guard Chris Paul, they're gonna hunt him.
Yeah, but Chris Middleton's supposed to be this,
Yeah.
3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
I mean, not 3-and-D,
Chris
but
Paul's gonna hunt Brent
two-way.
Forbes, but they got like 4 other guys who are
Right.
plus defenders.
Yeah. So we'll see. For my X factors in the Suns, my other X factor, I agree with you, Bobby Portis as well as another X factor because he can play the 4 or the 5, as well. Space the floor. Provide a little more than Brook, cause like the thing is with the roles is that like him and Brook are like almost eerily similar in the role that Budenholzer wants him to play, but I feel like Portis adds the edge that Brook Lopez doesn't have. So like on the defensive end,
I think
he's more solid. I think
Brook's a
Bobby
better
Portis.
paint defender, but
Yes.
yeah, Bobby will give you the perimeter defense. Yeah.
Which I think in this series, perimeter is more important
Yeah.
than paint because it's just Aiden. But I feel like they just can't switch because it doesn't make any sense. For the Suns, I also have Mikal Bridges as well, and
Javon Carter.
Javon Carter. And Abdel Nader. And I have, honestly,
Campaign.
I think Campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, Campaign. Obviously, we've seen one of the best backup point guards in a while. The dude's gonna get himself a bag, like.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, he came in, hit timely buckets too to keep the
Yeah,
lead.
he hit a lot of threes. He hit a lot of good threes.
2 for 5, yeah.
Yeah, like timely 2 for 5, like timely 2
You
threes.
just need that guy to come in when Chris Paul gain his breather.
Yeah,
Hey, go out there, do some offense, keep the lead.
he's so shifty. It's
Oh,
actually
yeah,
his
yeah.
first step is so
Yeah.
crazy off the dribble.
There's a couple plays he just like speed boosted past someone, a little lefty lay.
It's like one is like across,
Yeah.
between the legs, a little hezzy.
Defender's already behind him.
Yeah,
He's
gone.
He's just dropping in the bucket.
Gone. And then another one for the Suns is Jay Crowder. I think Jay Crowder, and I'm telling you, didn't I tell you in the Lakers series, once this dude starts hitting all it takes is 2 or 3 threes. He doesn't have to go perfect. It's just 2 or 3 threes, and that's it. And he obviously didn't hit any, but once he hits 2 or 3 threes,
Yeah.
kind of over. Once he hits 2 or 3 threes. So yeah, that's what I have. That starting 5 is a good starting 5, and the Suns, I don't know how they put that in because I feel like at this point I feel like Monty will want to match Aiden's minutes with Giannis' minutes, and then like once he realizes that Giannis has been out for a long time, then Aiden can come back in. Because, like, obviously Aiden is healthy and Giannis is not, so Giannis is not going to get nearly as many minutes. But try to match it somehow to have size on size. Because, like, I said in the beginning that Jay Crowder, I don't think Jay Crowder can handle 45 minutes of Giannis himself. So I feel like if they match it physicality, then, it'll work.
And then before we move on, what do you think about Giannis at the 5 on defense? I think that's what they should go to.
It works, yeah, but it's just that, like...
They gotta stop switching the screen, though.
Yeah, they can't switch the screen, because once it's just...
Let
it's
Jrue
over.
Holiday go out there and hound him. I think that... And you got Middleton on Booker.
Yeah.
You can match up with this team.
It's just that the switching, why?
When their pick and roll defense is kind of like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
You have guys who have the tools to stay with their guy.
Yeah, you're playing to this...
Like, have Giannis, go with Aiden on the roll.
Yeah.
Jrue Holiday is a good enough defender where he'll get hit by the screen, but he's still good enough to recover.
Yeah.
He's an all NBA defensive team.
Defensive team. I don't know. It's
Let
like...
him get after it.
It's like they want to fail for some reason. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, when I saw them switch, I'm like, this is
maybe
why.
there's more that Budenholzer sees, but I don't know. Just like as a spectator, it's like...
Yeah.
It
just
feels obvious. Maybe it
yeah.
isn't. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you'll never know with these coaches, but, like, it just feels like... As, like, somebody... As, like, obviously us two are spectators, but, like, we see a little more than, like, just watching the game. It's like, you never know what's going on in these coaches' heads.
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel like when you're a coach, it's the same thing that resembles to your players, where like if you come out and make the adjustments, where you're the first person to make the adjustments and have the other coach make the adjustments to your adjustments, then that's where you kind of play chess, not checkers.
He's playing 4D chess with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to, it's like the first punch thing again.
Like if Ty Lue's coaching the Bucks,
oh yeah,
he's a good adjustments guy.
Oh yeah.
Like he'd probably make an adjustment, and Montreal's like, oh, we didn't see that coming on the scouting report.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that.
Sometimes Budenholzer just gets content,
Mhm.
and he just stays.
Imagine if Ty Lue was on the Bucks. I'd have the Bucks.
Yeah, I give Ty Lue's flowers.
Yeah,
it wasn't just LeBron.
No, it was great. It was a good. I mean, it was a good run for them. First Western Conference Finals appearance in a while. So, go ahead.
What do you have this series going to?
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna ask. Well, for me, I have the Suns.
Okay.
I have him going 5.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Budenholzer doesn't make the right adjustments. I feel like Milwaukee will have one game of Chris Middleton and Drew, and then Giannis is not contributing just because like his knee hurts. Like I wouldn't be that surprised. I know Giannis is a warrior, but I wouldn't be that surprised if like there's one game where he kind of like tweaks or re-injures it a little bit and like only plays 20 minutes, and that requires Chris and Drew to go off. But then I feel like the Suns are just way too good.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Yeah.
I feel like Giannis is gonna get that locker room going. I say, hey, we're here.
Yeah, we're already here.
Bucks in 7.
Bucks in 7. No, I want Phoenix. I think it's Phoenix in 5. I just feel like they're playing too much in their hands. Like I don't know. We'll see. Cause Bucks obviously can push games to as allowed somehow has been allowed to stay in.
I won't be surprised. I think Milwaukee might steal a game tonight.
Yeah.
I think they'll steal a game tonight.
We'll see. See.
They're gonna be watch.
Yeah.
You'll see. They're gonna be way more aggressive.
Okay, I hope. Cause I better not see 16 free throws anymore.
No, on defense they'll be way more aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Forcing turnovers, running, and hopefully changes things, and they still home court.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. That's what I want to see.
Because if they go 1-1,
I don't want
to see.
I don't want to see a 5-game finals.
Yeah, because a lot of people are already counting out the Bucks.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and this happens every series too. This is what I wrote down as well that I hate. Where it's that like once one team loses the first game, it's like they rot him off already. Like, come on, like the Bucks got here for a fucking reason.
You're trying to say it's lopsided. I see 2 equally matched teams.
Yeah.
I just want to see a good series, but I want Giannis to get his.
Mm-hmm.
You want Chris Paul to get his.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you, because I was like, who do you think deserves the ring more? And my pick is Chris Paul, mainly, not because.
What, a lifetime achievement ring?
No, not a lifetime achievement ring. It's because he has had 16 years, right? I think he has 2 more, right? Like 2 more years in him, 2 more good years in him.
I think.
And like it just feels like it's his time, right? And so I feel like he deserves a ring more because like it's 16 years in the league, first time ever in the finals with a young team that like he had so much on his back to carry. And on the Giannis side, he's only 26, right? I feel like he has so much time. Like yeah, he signed the contract extension, but he has so much time. Because I feel like in the East, especially after this season, like who else is who else? Besides the Nets, who else is there? And if Giannis decides to leave, because Giannis, for him being so young, can leave.
When he's 30.
But he can still leave. 30 is a good age still.
Okay, I'll get into this right now.
Go ahead.
Well, Chris Paul should have had his. He should have at least
Should have
one.
had his.
He should have had one. You know they vetoed that trade.
Yeah, if they didn't veto it.
Him and Kobe probably would have won one.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Houston,
the hammy. It's Chris Paul curse, but I mean, it just feels due.
I don't know. I think I want Giannis to get one so bad, so the slander will stop.
I do too.
The guy's a 2-time MVP, a decoy.
Yeah.
He just needs a title, and people respect him.
Yeah.
The thing is with Giannis, you know his game. He's really
paint heavy.
Yeah. It takes a toll on the body. So are we going to be able to see Giannis when he's 32, 33? Is he going to be the same player?
That's right. That's
like,
right.
dude,
You're right.
Like, I don't know if his window is that long because of his play style, because he's not a shooter.
No, but you never know. A lot of times players, as they grow, change their games a little.
I don't know.
And I feel like he has a lot of room left.
We're kind of like getting, I don't know if we're at the peak or we're getting there, I'll be honest. Because once he hits like 31, 32, is he still going to have the same,
Bounce,
speed,
yeah.
bounce? Are those knees going to be okay?
Yeah.
I mean, he's already had a couple of knee injuries, including the one in the playoffs.
Because, like, okay.
I mean, I could see the Chris Paul side, year 16.
Right.
His window's closing.
Chris Paul curse every year in the playoffs.
Like, just coming to fruition this year would be nice, but, like...
I like, for me, I'm happy with both, with either. For me, just as a spectator, I feel like the Suns are better coach-wise, are better adjustment-wise, are better team-wise.
Yeah.
But I'm obviously these are neither of my teams, neither are yours. But like we're able to see things, right? So, I'm okay with because both players, I'm okay with because it just feels like it's overdue. It just feels like it's almost a respecting because both of them have yet to win a ring anyway. So like it just adds to their case a little more.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it comes down to time for me. So like Chris Paul is like 16 years in the league. Like it's pretty much long overdue. And like I feel like Giannis, like you're right with all the injuries and the sustainability and longevity. But I feel like for him being so young, and there's always ways to change your game. Like it's the same thing with Zion. Can Zion go 8 more years the way he's playing? At some point, there's going to be a game change. Like
I'll be honest, man. Never the biggest Chris Paul fan. Like he's like the point god. I like to call him that.
Yeah.
I just never really identified with this game. Like I never really. I wasn't tuning into games to see Chris Paul. Like
well, I mean, because you're a power forward.
Well, I don't know. It's just his game, like the flopping.
Oh, the flopping gets a lot
of dirty,
people turned off. Yeah.
He's a good player, and he deserves a ring. But the shit list, right?
Yeah.
Guys who are great would never want a ring. Malone, Barkley.
Yeah.
Maybe Chris Paul ends up on it. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe Giannis ends up on it. Maybe Giannis never wins.
Yeah, you never know.
And this is the year we look back on 10 years like, oh, Giannis had a chance.
Yeah.
But I'd be super, super happy to see Giannis win.
I would.
I
would too.
I just like the guy,
I like him too. I really like him a lot because like it makes because like the thing is with Chris Paul has this like weird villain arc thing where it's like any team he goes to is like the people respect the guy, people blah blah blah, point God, all this on that. But then like in reality, a lot of people are looking at him like this guy fucking flops. This guy's a dirty player. This guy's this and that. So like,
but antics with him,
Yeah.
Like you either love him, like super love Chris Paul, or you really hate him. Like despise him. Like,
you know who hates him? Rajon Rondo.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was so funny to see Rajon Rondo on the fucking bench and Chris Paul going off in a game clincher. It's just the ultimate payback. It's so funny, but yeah, like for me, both of these players, truly do deserve a ring. That's why this question is really hard.
Yeah.
But I think again, like it just comes down to like long overdueness of it all, because like none of these players have ever been in the finals besides Jay Crowder, and Jay Crowder was the one to like have jitters for some reason.
Yeah.
So like all these players, like if you look at all these players, like almost story arc. Like let's start with the Bucks. Like PJ Tucker came in from China, right? Yeah, came in from Europe. Came in. Was asked to play a 6'4" center, 6'5" center for the Rockets for the longest time. Been around. Giannis, obviously. Chris Middleton, same thing.
Yeah,
Chris Middleton,
second round guy.
Yeah, has had both. Chris Middleton was one of the first people where I saw where one half of the season he's overrated, another half he's underrated, and it's the same cycle all the time. Have you seen that meme, the Chris Middleton cycle, where it's like he plays flat, and then he plays worse. Then he has
I always feel like Chris Middleton's been super underrated.
Yeah, then he plays like the second coming of Christ. Yeah. And then like he has an off game and it's the same thing, same cycle all the time. So like it'll help him.
I don't know if I'm ready for.
Like, are we ready for fucking Jeff Teague win a ring?
I I don't know if I'm ready for fucking championship Langston Galloway.
Right?
Like, I can't sleep at night knowing Eastwan Moore got a ring
Yo.
before Carbo loaded.
Right? They really went, and then obviously, and then on the Suns part, they really went from Wingstop has better wings than Galloway and Etuan Moore, and then now they're maybe about to win a
I
ring.
can order a 10-piece combo from Wingstop and get 2 better wings.
Yeah, like, and then like Drew Holiday, obviously it'll help his somewhat, defensive case. Brook Lopez as well as like a paint beast. Jay Crowder, obviously I would be happy for him too. Mikal Bridges, young guy, it'll help him have that so much playoff experience that people are gonna want him once his rookie contract ends.
You know who's gonna be happy if the Suns win?
Who?
Kobe White.
Kobe
He's
White.
gonna see his guy Cam Johnson. He's like, that's love,
Oh,
bro.
No, that's
you guys
love,
don't
dude.
understand. That's love, man.
I forgot
He's
that
gonna be
happened.
happy. Yeah.
He's gonna be happy. Yeah, Cam Johnson campaign, obviously, just a grind to get there.
I'm not ready for Champ D, but
Are you ready for Champ Dario? Well, first of all, once we end this, congrats to Torrey Craig, no matter what. Congrats to Torrey Craig.
Congrats. Just give him his ring right now.
Yeah, they should just give him. Congrats to Torrey Craig. That's just luck, isn't it, right? That's just luck.
and on the flip side, it's like a big fuck you to Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah. That's just luck. So I have Bucks in. I have Suns in 5. You have Bucks in 7. So we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be a fun series. We'll see if Budenholzer somehow fails his way to a championship again.
That'd be some shit.
That'd be some shit. Fucking fail your way. But it'll be again. I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like you're right with Giannis, because like this playoff run was a great playoff run for him.
Imagine you got Malika Andrews interviewing Budenholzer after they won the title. He's like, adjust these nuts. I think we gotta end it right there.
Yeah, right. That's it. Bye, guys. Okay. Yeah, this was fun talking about this finals. So yeah, this is how. I mean, yeah, we're gonna end it off.
Our outlook.
It's just our outlook, what we think about it. So yeah. This is going to be on our, again, YouTube channel. It's going to be on Anchor. It's going to be on Spotify. Make sure you guys leave comments under, because once we're nearing towards the off season. So anything you guys would like to hear, anything you guys want us to answer, like what's our, top 10 players in each position, what's all, like just for you guys to gain our knowledge as to like how we see the game of basketball and who we prefer, who we not prefer. All this stuff. So yeah, please subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button.
Follow on Twitter, bball_pod.
Yes. Again, you can always comment us there, add us there for anything you guys see throughout the game today. And yeah, just like thank you guys again for going 6 straight episodes with us. There's gonna be way more content coming out for you guys. So yeah, stay tuned. And
enjoy the finals.
Enjoy the finals. Thank you so much. Bye.